What do you do, my gente? Your boys coming through once again with a new video. On today's video, I want to talk about how do inmates celebrate their birthdays and holidays, right? Not because you are in prison, that means that you don't get to celebrate these things. And I believe there's a different meaning between celebrating in prison than celebrating out there on the streets. But first of all, I would like to send my my respetos to the family of Fernando Valenzuela for his passing. I still believe that if it wasn't for him, the Dodgers wouldn't have that many Raza fans. You know, I think he's the one who basically had all the Mexicanos going and be a fan of the Dodgers because they hire him as a pitcher, right? Which was number one. But me respetos and condolences to the family of Fernando Valenzuela. But not to the topic, right? So holidays and birthdays, right? I had Sally's. They would like to celebrate the birthdays, right? Which was like, hey, Sally, tomorrow's gonna be my birthday, or next week's gonna be my birthday. What's up? What we're gonna do? So when they start telling you ahead of time, is because they want to do something big. When I say something big, pisto, right? They want to do some pruno. So a lot of people they do like to make alcohol, make a nice spread. And when I say nice spread, you know what? Honestly, honestly, on some real stuff, like spreads, expensive spreads, they're not that common. We used to do burritos, homie, which basically you make it all fancy with the burritos. Throw what's it called, fucking some mayonnaise, some cheese with some pickles. You know, we used to make burritos. The spread is like lazy stuff. You just throw everything in a bowl and throw water and then eat it. Nah, we used to make burritos. Put more work into it, and so that's what it was. We used to make burritos and alcohol. And it was just to celebrate the homie's birthday. Just another year that he had to be in prison, and one less year that he has to be in prison, right? If it's not a lifer or a LWAP. But of course, back then lifers couldn't get out, but now they have a lot of chances. Uh, the funny thing about this is that yes, we are celebrating the homie's birthday by making a nice food, you know, nice food. But when you drink as a prisoner, I don't think we're drinking for the moment, if you know what I mean. We're not drinking 100% for the moment. Yes, you want to have fun with your Sally and stuff like that, you know. But when you drink, it's to reminisce of the past, about the time that you were out there on the streets, you know. And all the stories are stories from the past, from the streets, man. I had never had a Sally that told you stories about prison. Oh, I remember this time at prison. Now, everybody who talks when they're drunk, they talk about the past when they're out on the streets, what they were doing, their experiences or whatever. And that's how it is in prison. Now it's for the streets, you know. Right here, you drink for the present, you know. You start drinking with your compas and be clowning one another, but you're not talking about, oh yeah, I remember. You know what I mean, no, you just drink for the present, you know. Yeah, of course, once you got your tío, a fucking mil vidas, who fucking tell you so fucking crazy ass stories. I should fucking make a video about my tío who tells me stories that one time he was flying or some shit. He tells me some crazy ass stories, man. I just go along with it, but we know. I mean, we all. I'm pretty sure that we all have a tío that fucking is the one who tells all those crazy ass stories. That just for the respeto, you just go along with it, you know. But you know, like, man, Theo, shut your ass up. You know you're lying. But yeah, in prison, that's what it was. It just we used to drink to forget about to forget about the present, just to forget where we're at and reminisce on the past. Same for holidays, man. One of the highest, I mean, the highest celebrated holiday in prison is New Year's, and I believe, yeah, is the welcoming of the new year. But I believe that a lot of us celebrated that holiday because once the time clicks and the year changes, it's just 1 year less that we have to be in prison. You know, when we see people out there celebrating, like we just can't wait for us as a prisoner to go out there and do the same thing. You know what? Damn, I want to be out there in the crowd, having some fun, enjoying life. You know, and I don't think people have to talk about this stuff, man. But this is real stuff. You know, it's stuff that goes through in prison. Even though some people might not want to accept it, but I know a lot of people can relate to this. You know, you drink, yes, to have fun, but to forget because you want to reminisce on the past. I didn't have no cellies that actually got drunk and be like, hey, slugs, one trip. And I was in this prison and this is what happened. No, they're talking about their past when they're out on the calles. And I guess we make those holidays so special, man, with the cooking burritos. Because we spread, honestly, spread, I think spreads are lazy. You just throw everything in a bowl and just put hot water, close it, and it's done. I believe spreads are lazy. But when you actually take your time to cook something nice, something that looks bomb, you know, it's nothing all mixed. That it looks like you can see the layers of different stuff. That's when you're like, damn. I mean, this is good food. And we do take our time to have these days or dates, right? To be special, birthdays, holidays, because it's the only time that we can actually forget about prison for a day and think and desire your freedom and what would be life if we were out on the streets. I thought I should share this with you guys, man. Some deep, some deep stuff on some real stuff, man. I don't think a lot of people share this stuff like this, but I thought I should do it. You know, actually, I was gonna make a different video, but the wife told me, "Man, why don't you talk about that?" And then I just like, you know what? Let me make this little twist. But again, if you want to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe, write your comment, hit the like on the video. I'll highly appreciate it. And with this being said, man, to next video. Ratos.